Today I'm going to be doing some repotting that I have been putting off for quite some time. I want to say a couple months. First thing I'm going to repot will be my Monstera addisonii. When I first got it, I pronounced it Monstera addisonii, and then I heard someone saying it differently and got really embarrassed. If you actually know how to pronounce it, you should let me know down below in the comments, because I don't know. I got this pot for Christmas from my roommate, and it is simply beautiful. I'll come up and show you. It's a terracotta variety, and it has this like beautiful scalloping detail, and it gets better. A saucer to go with it. They are made in Italy. She knows that I love Italy. So yeah, good stuff. This will be the home for my Monstera addisonii, which has been in the nursery pot for a long time. Yikes. I've realized that this isn't always the most well-draining. I just get the Miracle-Gro potting mix, and then I enhance it with some other things. So I'll show you my enhancements. Of course, they're not right next to me, so let me go get them. So the first enhancement, the perlite, and then I have horticultural charcoal. This helps remove impurities from the soil if it's getting a little bit gross in there, if there's some festering liquids. Ew. I say yikes a lot. I almost said yikes just now. Yikes. Yikes. If you're new to planting, this is a pretty basic tutorial, I guess, for potting up plants, repotting. I fill it up maybe a little bit more than halfway. Feel it out. You know, you gotta fill up that soil. Make sure it feels loved. This stuff, if you touch it with your hands will come out black. I try not to touch it. I'll just like pour it in. A little bit of perlite. A little goes a long way, I think. Whew. There's like a smoke coming up out of here. Like a cloud of perlite dust. I'm just mixing it together. Really no rhyme or reason. Well, there is a reason and a rhyme. It's to make it so that it's not like jam-packed with moisture all the time. Well-drained soil. There it is. Clearly I'm not a professional. I have no idea what I'm doing. When you repot a plant, it's important that you tickle the roots. I read that somewhere, and that's just a really funny way of saying it, but you let the roots a little bit loose and let them know that, hey buddy, it's okay to expand in this new home. You're gonna be there for a while. All right, so our pot, the plant, dunk it in. Oops, just a little bit too much here. Once that plant is potted up, what you're going to do is pat down the soil here. So pat it down, make sure that there are no air bubbles in here. When I'm finished with all of the plants being repotted, I will pop this underneath the hose and give it some water to just get those roots settled into its new home. Next plant is my baby Monstera we have here. Hi Nala. This is Nala, our house mascot. She is seriously like the chillest cat. She's got her little tongue out, which means that she's not happy with me. I'm gonna hold this up with my leg. Innovation. I've decided that I'm going to use this pot for the Monstera because the moss pole is not going to fit in this pot with the plant. But I guess I'll do this one first with this big pot. So here's what we're working with. It doesn't like need a repotting, but I'm just going to do it because there are roots popping out the bottom, and that doesn't make me feel very good for the plant. Round 2 on the Monstera. I'm really hoping that the aerial root that's coming out right now will bind to the moss pole, and it'll start growing up, because I think they look so much more beautiful when they grow upwards instead of out like this. I have been needing to pot this for so long in an actually pretty pot. This is a rickrack cactus that I took a cutting from. Well, several cuttings from my grandma's plant. It's grown some beautiful little branches, and it's ready to be put in a real pot So I'm gonna pop it in here. I'm gonna remove some of this topsoil because it's kind of ugly. Not to be that girl, but I'm gonna be that girl. Okay, this one's finished. It looks very beautiful in this pot. Love it. Lastly, I've got my 2 brand new plants, a silver dollar vine, and then a replacement for an old dead plant, variegated wax ivy, and I love this plant.
I'll look around until I found someone who laughs like you.
Alright, so I've just finished watering all of those plants that I just repotted, and I'm gonna call this video a day. That was a lot of work. I sent the cameraman home, brought in the cleanup crew. Anyway, if you liked this video and found it helpful in any way, make sure you give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!